25 Best PS1 Fighting Games. Number 25, Warpath Jurassic Park. This game did a pretty good job on recreating the dinosaur sound. It feels blaring, fearsome, and somewhat authentic. Warpath Jurassic Park is a good choice to relive the prehistoric era, a fresh take on a fighting game while also educating at the same time. Perfect for children. Number 24, Cardinal Syn. Cardinal Syn has some nice graphics and sound to set it apart from other games in the genre, at least on the surface. But once all is said and done, with its typical weapon-based fighting system that plays like Soul Blade and Dynasty Warriors, Cardinal Syn just ends up coming off as another 3D fighting game knockoff. Number 23, Ultimate Fighting Championship. Overall, UFC successfully merged the ease of play you'd expect from a fighting game with the simulation aspects of a sports game. UFC purists may find a few nagging aspects that aren't true to the sport, but the sacrifices that were made improved the gameplay by a great deal. Fans of wrestling or fighting games should definitely enjoy the game. Number 22, Evil Zone. While it's not the greatest game of all time, Evil Zone is extremely fun, and it shows that Yuke's has learned something from its past experiences. Although it's hard to make an impression in the fighting genre nowadays, Evil Zone is a game that's definitely worth picking up. Number 21, Wu-Tang Shaolin Style. Overall, Wu-Tang Shaolin Style is a unique, fun, and obscure fighter that fighting game fans will love. There are bizarre and hilarious fatalities, great character designs, and of course, an amazing soundtrack. If only a few more elements had been present, this would have been an even better fighter. Number 20, Fighter Maker. With Fighter Maker, you're put into the developer's seat and given complete control over how your character fights. While in concept, this is a novel idea, Fighter Maker struggles with serious design flaws that prevent the game from reaching its potential. But it's still a fun game. Number 19, Destrega. Destrega is an ambitious game that tries to adapt a medieval theme to a fighting game and offers a much needed refreshment from other generic games in this genre. Overall, while the presentation of the game isn't the best, Destrega can still hold its own due to its fantastic fighting system. Number 18, X-Men Mutant Academy 2. The game offers a stunning visual with colorful arena while staying true to the comic, reminiscing classic and legendary places in the comic book. Overall, X-Men Mutant Academy 2 is a solid choice for comic book fans who needed some comical relief from the Top Gun in the fighting game's title. Number 17, Street Fighter EX2 Plus. It looks very good and plays very well, but it doesn't add enough new features to interest anyone that has become bored with the original. All in all, Street Fighter EX2 Plus is an upgraded EX version with graphical improvement, but not much in terms of originality. 16. Marvel Superheroes vs Street Fighter. On the gameplay side, Street Fighter fans will definitely feel the typical Street Fighter gameplay. Marvel Superheroes vs Street Fighter is all about the tag team mode, and with the overall exclusion of this mode, Marvel Superheroes vs Street Fighter is just another Street Fighter game. Number 15. Jojo's Bizarre Adventure. What amazing is the developers successfully implemented Jojo's anime feels into the game graphics. If you're bored with Street Fighter or Tekken series, Jojo's Bizarre Adventure offers a variety in the genre, especially with the intriguing storyline and easy control. Number 14. Marvel vs Capcom Clash of Superheroes. With vibrant and colorful graphic and interesting stage backdrop, Marvel vs Capcom Clash of Superheroes is one of the most beautiful fighting games in PlayStation. All in all, Marvel vs Capcom Clash of Superheroes is another fun crossover fighting game perfectly suited for any Marvel fans or any comic book fans. Number 13. Capcom vs SNK Pro. While the two sides have different control style, Capcom successfully integrated two styles into one balanced game. In the end, Capcom vs SNK Pro is a well-ported game from the Dreamcast version with decent graphic and sound effect. Pretty much a good addition to the library. Number 12. Ehrgeiz. The game element is a mix between a fighting game and a dungeon crawling game, which became another reason to play when you just got bored of fighting game in general. Overall, Ehrgeiz is a content-packed fighting game with a simple curve that will get you hooked once you nail it down. Number 11. Mortal Kombat 4. Mortal Kombat 4 is another well-ported game from the arcade version with no performance issue, which is vital in a fighting game. But one thing about this game is the signature fatality finishers are quite hard to pull off with the controller, since you are required to press several buttons simultaneously. X-Men Mutant Academy. X-Men Mutant Academy may not as famous as Street Fighter or Tekken series, but it still holds on its own in terms of fighting games. If you're not an X-Men fan, this game won't convert you, but if you are, and you can handle the rather steep difficulty, you'll have a blast. Number 9. Bushido Blade 2. For a fighting game, Bushido Blade 2 story mode is interesting enough to follow with a great voiceover and good use of cinematic. Overall, Bushido Blade 2 is a deep fighting game with a unique range of motion, weapon selection, and interconnected stage like never seen before.
Kaun, are you alright?
A newcomer. State your purpose.
Number 8. Bloody Roar. Apparently, Bloody Roar is a renamed version of an arcade game titled Destrega, while specifically improving the control for PlayStation. The unique system of Beast Mode ensures a fast-paced gameplay backed up with solid graphic quality. Overall, Bloody Roar delivers a fresh concept of fighting game and executed it brilliantly. One of the most fun titles on this list. Number 7. Bloody Roar 2. Bloody Roar 2 drew many resemblances with Tekken series, but with added beast mode. Overall, Bloody Roar 2 is a marginal improvement from the first with 3 new characters. And if you never pick up the first game, Bloody Roar 2 is still a good game. Number 6. Bushido Blade. Forget button mashing combo. This game is all about perfection. One round, no life bar, and one hit could kill you. All in all, Bushido Blade redefines fighting game while being one of the most underrated game, and the sword fight is very realistic and the replay value is unlimited. Number 5. Rival Schools. Rival Schools is a fighting game that doesn't take itself seriously, with humorous banter and moveset between character, and playing the game with friends guarantee a bursting laugh here and there. If you're looking for an easy to pick up fighting game that puts a slightly new spin on the old fighting genre, Rival Schools fits the bill pretty well. Number 4. Dead or Alive. Dead or Alive won't disappoint you if you're a fighting game purist. It's fast-paced, fun, and needs a great amount of strategy to execute fast in order to win. It is one of the best fighting games ever to appear in any console. Overall, Dead or Alive delivers a realistic fighting experience. Number 3. Street Fighter Alpha 3. The game's graphical prowess and arcade-perfect gameplay combined with each cache of bonus modes makes Street Fighter Alpha 3 the standard for 2D excellence on the PlayStation. Overall, Street Fighter Alpha 3 is a flashy fighting game with RPG-like element thanks to the World Tour mode. Number 2. Soul Blade. Soul Blade is extremely fun and has just enough new elements to make it worth playing multiple times. Soul Blade's only drawback is that it may be too easy, which is bad for some hardcore fans of the genre. But if fast-paced weapon-to-weapon combat sounds like welcome addition to the fighting arena, Soul Blade is just the game for you. Number 1. Tekken 3. Originating from the arcade, Tekken 3 for the PlayStation is the perfect copy of the arcade version. In short, Tekken 3 is the king in the fighting game genre, and no game could ever come close. This is basically the perfect fighting game on the PS1.
Unity, peace reigned for many years throughout the